My family goes way back in the community. First person on my mom's side of the family got here in 1805 off a boat from France when Mobile was still French at that point in time. And my grandmother was a first grader at Swift School in Bon Secours the day it opened. All of us want to have an impact on the world. I don't care what your occupation is, and I think there's potential to do that in any occupation. I'm not the most outgoing person in the world. People who know me know that I'm kind of keep to myself, and I learned that the more I try to talk and the more I try to be funny, sometimes I say things I shouldn't. Learned that a long time ago when I was in high school here, and just kind of had to make some adjustments to how I handle myself. But I love people. I'm a people person. Wanted to do something where I was involved directly with individuals. And, I think as I looked at things and evaluated things, I think I made this decision about when I was 19, maybe around my 20th birthday. But, thought about who'd had the most impact on me, and teachers and coaches and individuals like that were the ones that stood out the most. When I took over as principal, we didn't have a strong career tech program on campus as we needed to, and so we've developed those programs in the past. If you're interested in career tech, primarily you got on a bus and were shipped to a center in the county, and there was some stigma that went with that. I think some people, I don't think correctly, I think incorrectly, assumed that if somebody were going to trade school, which is what they called it back then, you weren't serious about your education. You were just serious about getting a job. I think there's room for both now. And so we have programs in health occupations. I have a nurse on campus. We have ROTC, one of the top programs in the world for Air Force. They've been ranked that way. We have education training. So kids who think they might want to be in education one day, they get to go and intern with our elementary school teachers and so forth. The health occupation students get the opportunity to intern at the hospital. We have a hospitality and tourism program, which obviously fits. We have a marketing program, which obviously fits our area very well. We have ag, both building science and animal science. So we have lots of things going on there. I think the animal science is something that's because there are animals involved, there's some fluffiness and some things that people like. We have dogs and cats and horses and goats and sheep and all kind of things all around the building, and sometimes in the halls as well. Those are things that kids think are neat, and so just lots of programs that we've developed that have a lot of attendance and a lot of kids who are heavily involved in those. The good thing, or one of the good things about career tech, is some of those kids have a competitive outlet through the clubs and the contests that are involved. And we've had numerous state champions and people who got to go to national competitions and so forth. And those are just more opportunities for kids to grow and develop. Well, I think our business community shares some of the challenges that we have. I think having reliable employees who attend work regularly is a challenge. That's our biggest challenge, is attendance, and some of it is understandable. We have kids whose families are really struggling to make ends meet, and sometimes our kids stay home to care for younger siblings when they're sick and home from school, so that mom can go to work because she's needed at work, kind of thing. I think there's some challenges there. So I think the more support we give in as many positive ways as we can, and the more we stress to the kids how much the community cares about them. And I'm always telling you, there are people out there who are looking out for you that you don't even know about. And that's the way life will be your entire life, honestly.